Hey folks, I'm in the town of Palos Hills, Illinois, conducting a 1A, filing FOIAs and wanting to inspect the comprehensive annual report of the fiscal budget book. So we'll see how this goes. Remember, it all stems down from the official's attitude. I'm in here within my rights. We'll see how this goes. Okie dokie. These sheets here. Hey ma'am, I need to do an inspection on the fiscal book for 2020 expenditures.
Okay, tell me exactly, I'm a little confused.
Yep, the budget book, expenditures for 2020 for the town of Palos Hills. I need to do an inspection on that.
Okay, so who do you usually see?
What's your job duty?
Excuse me?
What's your job duty?
I'm just the clerk at the front desk.
Okay, who would be in possession of the fiscal book, budget book?
I'm not sure, but I'll have to find out.
Sure,
okay?
sure. Sign-in sheet. It's on here. Meanwhile, Paul.
Yes.
Hello, hi, ma'am.
Information that you need on anything regarding the city, you have to fill out what we call a FOIA report, and in there be specific exactly what it is you want a copy of.
Okay, ma'am, what is your job duty here?
What did I want?
What's your job duty? Are you the town
I'm
clerk?
the mayor's secretary.
Okay, ma'am, with the Illinois compiled statutes of Illinois, it does not require a freedom of information filing in order to inspect the book that is readily available.
Well, they're not readily available like that we can take. We have various different books, and you have to give us some idea ahead of time.
Yeah, sure. Well, you see, the thing is, ma'am, according to the statute, it does not require giving information or filing a FOIA form in order to inspect the book that's ready. I'm looking to inspect the one for the year 2020.
Well,
because you see, here's the thing. I'm going to be filing freedom of information requests based upon the information that I inspect from within the expenditures book. So when I receive the expenditures book and I inspect it and I look through the pages, this way I'll be able to file the proper freedom of information.
you did receive this prior.
Come again?
You said you did receive this information prior at some other date?
No, I never inspected the budget book in town hall. Not at this town hall.
Well, are you with a specific group? Are you with the IRS, or are you with somebody in specific that you need to see this?
No, ma'am. I'm following the Freedom of Information Act of Illinois.
All right, just hold still.
Sure.
Just a moment. No, he doesn't have my permission.
Pause. Meanwhile, ma'am, can I have a full-length envelope for my paperwork?
I don't have something to give you.
An envelope?
I don't have a big envelope to give you.
All right.
Sorry.
Pause.
Hi, sir.
How's it going?
First
Good,
of
how are
all,
you?
she's the
So,
office manager
Can I ask your
from
name?
the treasurer's
Sure.
office.
Ma'am, I'm
And
filing...
you do not have my permission to be taping me.
Okay, ma'am.
You did not ask me if you could tape me.
Okay, ma'am, I do have permission here with me to record my visit here in this public space. However,
What's your name?
I'm filing freedom of information. It does not require
She
first
wants to
name,
know
last
what
name,
your
or
name is.
address. But you can refer to me as sir.
Okay, then you can stop videotaping because we're not giving you our permission to videotape.
Ma'am, I have permission here
Not from us.
Okay.
You do
Ma'am,
not have our consent to do so.
ma'am, it does not require any consent in a public space. I'm more than within my rights to film my transaction as a receipt here for my visit. This
Okay.
is
What
called...
organization are you representing?
Ma'am, what are you referring to? I'm here with the state statutes 5 ILS CS 142, subsection D. Copying means the reproduction of any public record by means of photograph, electronic, mechanical, and or process device or means known hereafter developed and or available to the public.
Correct.
Yep, and
That's
it's...
per a FOIA request. You have to fill out a FOIA request in order to get that information.
No, ma'am, it does not require a FOIA. Here goes another statute to retort. Section 1.2, presumption. All records in the custody or possession of a public body are presumed to be open to inspection or copying. Any public body that asserts that a record is exempt from disclosure has the burden of proving by clear and convincing evidence that it is exempt.
The FOIA, this is what I said to you.
They are public record.
Yes, indeed.
Specifically, what specific records so that we could pull them.
That's why it has to be
And that's
documented
why
on
you
a
have
FOIA.
to document
here's the
it
thing,
on a
ma'am.
FOIA.
Ma'am, the fiscal budget book is maybe about 50 pages. In order for me to complete my Freedom of Information form...
Our budget is not 50 pages.
Okay.
It's more like 13 to 15 at the most.
Sure. Well, in order for me to file my Freedom of Information form, I have to be able to seek the information from within the budget book in order to finalize my FOIAs.
In order to get a copy of the budget, it is our ruling that you have to fill out a FOIA to tell us you want a copy of the budget.
It's a state
And
law.
then you proceed from
Ma'am,
there on.
here it is again. Copying means the reproduction. Can I have 5 Freedom of Information forms meanwhile?
Would you like a form?
Yep. Can I have 5 forms?
5?
And if you have a large envelope for my paperwork? Pause. See, folks, it clearly says here in subsection D, copying means the reproduction of any public record by means of any photograph, and it says...
There you go.
Okay, sure. Now that it says here 50 pages are free, I'm requesting the first 50 pages of the budget book.
You don't have a book, but once you fill that request,
Yes, indeed, ma'am, but the statute here
and we cannot fulfill a verbal, it has to be in writing on a FOIA request so that we know what you're looking for specifically.
But ma'am, how am I supposed to fill this out without being able to inspect the budget book? The expenditures fiscal year.
You don't hand over anything without a request for the information.
Okay, could you show me a statute that requires for me to file a FOIA? And I'll be more than happy to file a FOIA if you provide a statute for me.
If you provide that, I'll provide your request. That is the requirement in order to get any documentation.
Ma'am, devices or means now known, which that's presently available, it's readily available, or hereafter developed and available to the public.
They are, the records are public once you fill out a FOIA, so that we know exactly what you're requesting.
Ma'am, I comprehend that it takes 5 days of compliance for response. However, if there's any book, zoning or fiscal year book, if it's readily available, it's to be inspected in person, and does not require.
Information, we can do that with whatever you're requesting. I need to know specifically what you need on paper, and then we can fulfill that request.
If you're making that statement, ma'am, please show me the statute. Meanwhile, I'll fill out these for other requests. I'll be waiting here. Thank you. Pause.
I can't, like I said, you can wait, but it's not going to be ready until it's filled out. I cannot pull information until I know exactly what you're looking for.
Ma'am, exactly what I'm looking for is to inspect.
I cannot take a verbal request from you. I need it in writing.
Okay, can you provide the statute?
No. I cannot.
Well, that's unlawful because I just read the statute here.
You're not giving me any of your information, so how am I supposed to give you any of the information that you're asking for?
Ma'am, it does not require any information in order to inspect a book readily available. If you're claiming that it does, please provide the statute.
Would you like to fill that out or not?
Yeah, I have 5 requests.
Okay.
2 requests are, I know that it will take 5 days to pull records. The other 3 requests I can only fill out depending on the information from within the budget or fiscal book.
Well, then put down on the FOIA request what you want, and I can pull that for you.
Ma'am, I wouldn't know what exact information I'm seeking until I see the book. I need to scroll through.
I can't pull what you're asking for until it's in writing.
So here, I'll tell you what. I'll just fill out a FOIA, and also on the same FOIA form, I'll make a complaint of violation of the statute, and so this FOIA could be tracked in the FOIA log. Okay? And you didn't, what was your first name? What was your first name, ma'am?
What's your first name?
Ma'am, you work here, you have a code of conduct.
Hi, can you please send an officer to City Hall, 10335 South Roberts Road? We have an individual who is videotaping our employees in the lobby, and he is asking for a FOIA request, but will not fill it out.
Those are false claims, ma'am. You're failing to comply with the statutes. You are violating my rights. They just opened up a lawsuit. As I am not required to within the Freedom of Information Act.
Thank you. Bye.
Ma'am, what would you call the police for, and I have not broken any laws? Do you understand that this may become a legal matter in the court of law? There may be 100,000 people viewing this conduct. Pause. That's a shame, ma'am. You're violating my rights by calling the police, and you're the one who's failing to comply with the state statutes.
No, I'm very happy to comply once you fill out the proper
You're not
paperwork.
providing evidence of your claim.
I can give you anything that you would like, but you have to put it on a piece of paper, a FOIA request, so that I know exactly
requesting
what to
the budget book to
I
do an inspection.
have more than one budget to pull.
Okay.
So I need to know
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
I need to know what you need exactly.
Well, the police, you call the police. What do you think, that I'm breaking the law? You escalate this to the police while you're the one who's. What is your job duty?
You to please fill out the form.
Sure.
So I can comply to your
Like I said,
request.
I have 5 FOIAs. 2 of them would be. What is your job duty?
I'm the office manager.
Okay. And what is your first name? 5 CFR 26301.101, Basic Obligation of Public Service. There, you will be hearing from a legal suit in the court of law. Pause.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
So he's here looking for information.
Okay.
I told him that if he would like this information, he has to fill out a FOIA request. And
Okay.
I'll be happy to fulfill anything he wants.
Okay.
He does not want to fill it out.
That's not true, ma'am.
That
He
is
won't give us his name, and he won't tell us who, if anybody, he's with, meaning organization or association.
That is not required,
Okay.
ma'am. Sure.
So you're looking to get some information, I guess?
So first question, my good man, filming is permitted in this public space. Is that correct?
I have no problem with you filming me.
Okay, no, it's not. It's permitted in this space to film public officials on clock time. Is that correct?
I'd have to look at the specific statute
Okay.
to see the verbiage.
Sure. So,
He's just my partner. He's just back to me.
hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
So these claims that were just stated from these employees here are false. And I'll tell you why it's false, because the video's been recording from the second when I walked in to conduct my official business.
Here, let me do
Yep.
stuff like that. They want to permit you to fill out your forms and everything like that.
Sure.
Why don't we do this, okay? Because this is an active business and stuff like that. People are coming in.
Well, I'm here to conduct official business. Now, hear me out, sir.
No,
What
no,
is
just
your...
listen. My name's Haslam. Haslam.
No, that's not what I was going to ask for, sir.
What's that?
What is your badge number, sir?
It's on your camera, sir. How can we help
Your
you?
badge is covered, sir.
Okay, it's 119.
Okay.
Why
Now-
don't
now let-
we gather our stuff and come back another day? Because you're not hearing us, so this is
Wait a
obviously
minute.
isn't going to work out.
You're not hearing what the official business I
Well,
have
at this
here.
point, I don't have to, because if you're not hearing us and you're not hearing them, then we'll just have to meet another day.
Wait a minute. You walked in here. You don't know what you're talking about, okay?
Am I
So
correct,
if
officer?
you'd like to
Is he
listen,
listening to you?
if you'd like to listen, I'll be more than happy to show you the statute I'm referring to,
Okay.
okay?
How about this? Can I talk to any good?
Is your body cam rolling, sir?
We don't have body cam. We just have in-car cameras.
Okay. So,
Listen, but hear me out
according...
really quick. I want to hear you out and stuff like that, but listen to me, okay?
Sure.
You're just my partner. Listen, please hear me out, okay?
Sure.
Because I want to help you as much as I can, okay? If you want to fill these forms out as far as this business, if we could talk outside and you want to come back in, that's fine.
Sir, listen to
I just
this.
don't want to do it right here because people coming in and out, you know?
Sir, listen to this.
1339 is accidental central.
Okay. So I'm here to inspect the budget book fiscal year.
Okay, let's come over here and talk so that this counter's free, okay? Just bring your stuff
Sir,
over here.
sir, I'm here conducting business, okay? There's no other customer at the counter. Can you please listen to me to finish telling you what I'm requesting?
Okay.
I'm requesting to do an inspection on the budget book fiscal year.
Okay.
I have the Illinois compiled statute here, 36 pages.
Okay.
And I informed the young lady here who denied service.
Okay.
Subsection D, copying means the reproduction of any public record by means of any photographic, electronic, mechanical, and or process device or means now known to or hereafter developed available to the public body.
Okay.
So since the book is readily available, you know, it does not require a Freedom of Information form. It does not require a Freedom of Information form in order to inspect the book.
Okay.
In order for me to complete my Freedom of Information forms, I would need to inspect the budget book.
Less is more, if you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I would need to inspect the budget book in order to obtain these records that I'm seeking. Okay? So now at this point, since you're here as a sworn officer,
Okay.
I need you to file a report of non-compliance from these public
Here's
officials.
the thing, okay? They have their own policies as far as what they're doing here.
Sir, it's
and they're-
state
Okay.
law.
I understand that. Okay.
It's not a policy, it's state law.
They're asking you to fill out a FOIA.
Sir, like I said, I'm filling out 5 FOIAs. 2 of them where I'll be able to fill out without inspecting the budget book. The other 3 FOIAs I can only fill out according to the information I receive from the book that I inspect.
Okay.
However, the inspection from a book that's readily available does not require freedom of information because the
Okay.
document is already produced.
What's the deal with you not wanting to provide your identification to them?
So in order to file a freedom of information, it does not require first name, last name, and or address.
Okay.
Okay, so if
I'm
there-
not
if
familiar-
there-
I've never filled out a
ignorance,
FOIA, I don't know.
ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Okay, I understand
What
that.
would they need my name for in order for me to file a freedom of information and or inspect a book readily available? It's just some.
I don't know what their policies are. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm unfamiliar with this
Yeah,
law. I don't
sure.
handle this on a daily basis.
Yep,
Okay.
but
You
sir,
gotta understand that.
Officer,
But
I
tell you
did
I can
read
tell you this. Hear me
the
out. Listen,
statute
listen,
aloud. Sure.
Listen, I'm not here to fill all these forms out and all this other kind of stuff. That's between you and them. What I'm here for, though, is because I was called because of a disturbance now, and that's what I have to investigate.
Okay, well, you know what, sir? A disturbance is a crime.
Right.
Okay. Can you articulate a disturbance?
Hey, we're talking, sir. We're talking, okay?
Sir, I have the right to ask the person who made the claim.
They don't want to talk to you because they called us to come here and handle it because they want us to mediate it.
Sir, there is no disturbance. It's been recording since the second I walked in. My voice has not rose. I am actually reading statutes to these uncompliant officials.
Okay.
Okay, so now at this point, I need you to file a police report of non-compliance of these two officials.
Well, here's what my suggestion is, okay? If you feel that things aren't being complied with here in regard to whatever the statute says, I would suggest getting an attorney, okay? Talking to the attorney and see what the attorney says as far as how you should proceed with this. Now is not the time and place for
Okay,
this.
so I'll tell you what. I'll fill out these two forms.
Okay.
I'll receive a time stamp, press stamp, and I'll be on my way.
Okay.
As far as the other three forms,
Okay.
I'll file a complaint attached with the FOIA so it could be tracked and logged.
That sounds like a great idea.
So that's what, ma'am, again, in front of these two fine gentlemen, are you refusing to allow me to inspect the budget book?
No. I'm not.
Ma'am, it does not require a FOIA.
No,
So
I'm
you-
asking if you could please fill out a FOIA so that I need specific information so I know what to pull for you.
Please provide the
And
statute
we
of your
have-
claim.
Hold
Hey,
on.
listen
hold
to
on.
hear her out, okay?
Sure.
Hear her out, please, okay?
Sir.
The FOIA
I understand
Been
you're recording.
listening.
Listen. Hear her out.
So with your request, we have time, we have 5 days, like I stated,
Mm-hmm.
in order to comply
Ma'am.
to your request.
Sure.
So we have to look for the records, we have to copy the records.
Ma'am, you do not have to look for the records if the book is readily available.
Sir, you're
No,
using.
copy of the treasurer's report, if that's what you need, then you can put that down in your FOIA request.
Again, that's a refusal of service.
It is not a
So,
refusal.
wouldn't it make any sense to save these gentlemen's resources instead of coming over here for
Because anyone that requests records have to fill out a FOIA.
Okay, so I'm going.
Those are the rules and regulations that we run by here.
Okay,
We're going to
ma'am.
follow their protocols. You're going to fill these out. You're going to provide an ID, a return phone number, or a return fax. If you like, you can do this online so you don't even have to deal with these young ladies. And we'll handle it that way because there's a communication.